Okay, we're doing Danger World today, and this is the strangest version of Danger World you'll ever see. It's all based around Demongodol. Now, what this guy does is you retire one of your monsters, you pay 2 gauge, and you put the top 2 cards of your deck into his soul. And he not only has Soul Guard, but he also has Counter Attack as an ability. So that means if your opponent attacks it and he's still in the field, he counter attacks. So your opponent has to kill him 3 times, and he also counter attacks for 2 of those, because so long as he's still in the field, he still counter attacks. This is what the purpose of the deck is. Now he's only 5/2/3, but we run 4 Ultimate Buddies. Now Ultimate Buddy is a generic card that you pay 1 gauge. You can put this into the soul of your buddy monster, which is a buddy monster is of course Demongodol, and he gains plus 5,000 power and Soul Guard. Now this guy's already got Soul Guard anyway, but the plus 5,000 power is the important part, because when you decide what to discard from your soul, you choose not to go for this card. Now the other part is, if he soul charges this from the top 2 cards, this still activates even if you didn't pay the 1 gauge to put it underneath him. And it's not just your buddy, it's any version of him in your field. So don't just think of it as the first time you summon him, you can only do it. It's any copy of him can use this. So let's have that all goes together. Now to protect him, we're using this counter attack. This is a little bit different. You choose your weapon and you choose one of your monsters, and you choose to either give it attack or defense equal to the power of your weapon. Now because of this, and because we use a bit of gauge, the weapons we use are 2 of this, which are free to summon, and 4 of this. Now the reason that we're running these, even though these seem terrible, is because it's got 4,000 attack and it allows you to summon a monster to the centre. Otherwise we'd be using the axe, but unfortunately the axe doesn't work with Demongodol. The whole purpose of Demongodol is to place it into the centre and make it so the opponent has a real hard time getting over you and trying to attack you directly. Now we're going to go into the rest of the deck. Now we've got that covered. So, for Armor Knight Eagle, these guys can be summoned at any time, they can be retired, and they can sit right next to Demongodol, which is perfect fine. For Tiger, size 0 with 2 critical and no cost? Yeah, no cost. Yeah, he is ridiculous. Like, you can OT case in so many ways with just this guy. We are playing 4 of this little size 1 guy that's got 3 crit. This is fantastic. Sit next to Demongodol and let Demongodol clear the way, and then you just 3 crit the opponent. 2 of this little guy. Now the majority of this deck is all Armor Knights, with the exception of Demongodol and our next card. So any of your Armor Knights can go into this guy's soul and give that size 1 Soul Guard. This little guy, he's a dual dragon, and he's the newest thing. Free to summon, 3/2/3, and you can pay 1 gauge, and if you do, you can move this into the soul of another one of your creatures. Just remember that it doesn't give your creature Soul Guard, so if you put it in something that doesn't have Soul Guard, your monster's just going to die. So you can summon these next to Demongodol and just pay 1 gauge, shove them in it, and it makes Demongodol even harder to kill. 4 of this big Hellhound, which is a big wolf spider. He's got 6,000 defense, 5,000 attack. This will protect you long enough for you to set up Demongodol. 4 of the original Cerberus. He's still good even in today's format. You can give him Soul Guard, you can use him to destroy monsters, and with the amount of size 0s and size 1s you play, it's really easy to just destroy lots of the opponent's field, or even just hide behind this if you don't get into your Demongodol. This card, when you're attacked by your opponent's weapon, you destroy the opponent's weapon, and if you've got a weapon, you play Rock Paper Scissors, and if you win, you deal critical equal to the weapon that was destroyed. The main purpose of this is not to deal damage, but to destroy the opponent's weapon, because the opponent's weapon will not get counter-attacked by Demongodol, so this helps with that. That makes it so that the opponent is forced to attack with their monsters rather than their weapon. And finally, we have 4 negate attacks, and that is Demongodol.